Hi there, it's John again, Sugar Free Zone. Well, where am I? Here we are. I'm on my way down from Glasgow right down to Brixham, right down in the south. Devon, I think. Is that right? Or is it Cornwall? Devon, I do believe. Going down to a beautiful little place near another harbour. Girvan, where I come from, is a harbour town, but this is another one with another harbour. So I'm looking forward to getting there. So, what would I like to speak to you about? I'll tell you what it is. It was. I was looking this morning. I was just reading through the ebook, and I realised that I maybe had something I could say to you about how did sugar become this source of comfort for us? Because that's generally what it is. I was looking at a bit about whether it was a battle with sugar. Well, no, sugar generally entered our lives as a source of comfort, shared experience, love. When you lost a loved one, perhaps, or when a loved one sent you something for Valentine's Day. So this is our connections with sugar is incredible. And I was speaking to my partner. I was just reading a little bit to her, and she said, it's really interesting you should say that, because I've often wondered, John, that's me, where you're. I've actually spoken about it. It's my addiction to sugar. It's so strong, the eating of a whole box of chocolates, the eating of a whole packet of biscuits, particularly if no one's looking. But she sort of said something to me that really hit home. She said, it's interesting. You went to boarding school aged 9 years old, which I did. So I went from a loving home, living with my parents and my brother, to literally in the space of 5 minutes getting dropped off in a completely alien environment as a 9-year-old. And what did I have? Now, interestingly, what I remember at school was one of the things I became incredibly good at was somehow managing to get hold of money to go and buy toffees. So there was that connection, this sort of almost a replacement for the mothering that I was actually missing at boarding school. And as I thought about this, it became ever more obvious. We used to have things like apple crumble at school, and any time there was some beautiful sweet thing, it always made me feel so much better. So have a think in your own life. What do you think? What is it that connects you so strongly with sugar? Is it an addiction in your life, or is it just something that you accept? Oh, well, I love bread, so I'm going to keep on eating bread. I love all the sweet things. I love chocolate. Why shouldn't I eat chocolate? Well, you can eat bread. You can eat chocolate. There are different types of chocolates. You can put some beautiful raw cacao with coconut oil and a little drop of beautiful honey, and you get the most amazing chocolate taste without getting any sort of sugar hit. You could choose a beautiful sourdough loaf. You can say to yourself, okay, I'm going to have a piece of bread with this meal. Notice that with this meal, don't have a piece of bread in between meals. Don't have anything in between meals. Just eat 2 meals a day, and your piece of bread, you have it as part of a meal. And it works perfectly. I mean, even for me, somebody who could eat a whole loaf, if I had a piece of French bread, I would be thinking, right, have we got enough cheese to eat with all of this bread? It was crazy. But, I very, very simply, within the space of 30 days, once I recognized that sugar was the culprit in all of this, that's not true. My relationship with sugar was the problem. Everything just really became very simple. So what I would say to you is look out for I've got an ebook coming out very shortly, Sugar Free Zone, and I'll let you know on here when it's out. There's a free version coming first, so you're welcome to download that and have a look at it. Okay, over and out. Sugar Free Zone, say that again, Sugar Free Zone, John Sparks. See you later, bye.